remote areas of the country, meaning that we are bringing the service closer to the people, you see. And this, we use a lot of technology in our delivery of service. Now, if we don't have our people who are well qualified with the competencies, it will be very difficult for people to know what kind of service we should provide there in terms of what kind of tools we should go there. Sometimes the government may have the money to have those tools, but our service is a combination of human capital and the technology. So without technology, you find that you cannot achieve that. So in that line, when we talk of poverty, it means that the people in these areas, we know that 61%, of the population of Zambia, according to the recent, statistics, is in remote rural areas. So, and you find that there is a lot of maybe the incomes are low in those areas. So, meaning that these low incomes will be spent to actually seeking these services. Instead of finding the service at a local clinic, you find that you have to be referred to a general hospital. You have to be referred to up to Lusaka. So there is a lot of cost involved there, which means instead of that cost to enrich the family, you find that it's to be spent in traveling, maybe accommodated in various areas. That's all a cost. So when we come in ourselves and make sure that we deliver the services through our our graduates, it to mean that we are in a way helping to sustain the family so that they will spend most of their time in their livelihoods other than spending traveling distances. In that way, we believe that can create, we are exacerbating actually poverty. I think in that line, in that thought, one can tell that we have got a contribution also in poverty reduction.
Automobiles help ease mobility from point to point for various activities. And today, in Zambia, quite a large number of people own vehicles. However, the durability of these automobiles requires servicing periodically. And in fact, this is done by experts, skilled mechanics. Toyota Zambia, a market leader of its products and services on the continent and the world at large, forms part of the TEVETA skills training beneficiary of its employees in the area of automotive mechanics engineering.
Obviously, as an employer, we expect the TEVETA graduates to have a good understanding of vehicle working systems and components. This is very vital in that it forms the basis upon which we can build upon or upskill them if we are to take them on in employment.
Training providers are key pillars in the operations of the industry. And so, Toyota Zambia has in place a deliberate mandate to support training providers through interaction in the TEVETA skills curricular formulation that indeed fits in well in the modern motor vehicle technology. Toyota Zambia has also augmented and embarked on in-house apprenticeship training for its employees.
We believe the graduates, at the end of the day, they are the future drivers of the automotive industry. So that is very, very key to us. And Toyota Zambia, not only Toyota Zambia alone, but Toyota Motor Corporation in general, has the people at the center of all its operations. They form one of the key pillars in our operations as a company.
Bellington Samuhando, a Toyota technician at Toyota Zambia, passed through the TEVETA skills training and successfully made it. He now explains.
I went on again and did the course at Lusaka Business and Technical College, and that's where I completed and did my exams there. And the training was quite interesting and challenging at the same time. Yeah, when I joined in school, I had a background of vehicles. I had that thing, I wanted to know how vehicles run, what made the sound come out the way it comes out, different sounds, such things. How does it move? What is incorporated? So that became so much interesting, and it was quite an experience actually.
It took some good 4 years for Bellington to get a job with Toyota Zambia. In fact, the TEVETA skills training qualification and caliber saw him aboard. But what could have also persuaded Toyota Zambia to employ him?
It took me almost 4 years just to find myself at Toyota Zambia. I had applied, then 4 years later, that's when they called me for an interview. Thank God that, the management and people involved in employing and all don't just throw stuff. I applied, then they kept my application letter in a safe place. And maybe when they needed my services, they called me for interviews. And thank God I did well, and I'm here. TEVETA programs are made in such a way that when you're being taught, it coincides more like you're in the environment there, in the industry. And that also contributed a lot on my being here, because I was given that chance, or more, I would call it more of an experience, hands-on experience before I joined in the industry.
Team 21, a Toyota Zambia in-house ongoing training, has enhanced and shaped the TEVETA skills career path for Bellington.
Toyota Zambia have come up with this program where we call it Team 21, and it's more like a training. It's ongoing. It doesn't matter whether you're a technician, there's always a stage for you to start from. It's mandatory. You have to do that. Yeah, we call it Team 21, and we are always under training. Whatever vehicle comes in, you have to be taught that. And then apart from that, we're also always upgrading and knowing all these things that are coming up.
TEVETA skills training generally has made a positive impact in the training industry. Paul is proud to be one of the beneficiaries of the TEVETA skills training, and now a service manager with Toyota Zambia.
I was trained by Zambia Institute of Management. Our service manager in Kitwe was trained by Industrial Training Center. Our foreman here in Lusaka was trained by Zambia Institute of Management as well. Our workshop manager just 2 blocks away was trained by Notec. Our foreman in Livingstone was trained by Kawe Trades. And maybe if I go outside the Toyota family, the service manager for Guardian was from ITC as well.